Welcome into the show. A very, very special guest, 6'5", 226-pounder from East Lincoln High School in Denver, North Carolina. He's the number 32 overall player in the 24/7 sports recruiting rankings. And good friend of the show, Andrew Ivins. Be the first to tell him I think he should be even higher than that. The tight end in Georgia's 2027 recruiting class, Jaxon Dollar. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're getting I want to get into a lot of different things with you, but I want to start for the people at home just going back to your decision to choose Georgia. And I really want to start from the very beginning because I know for a long time people thought you were maybe going to Notre Dame, but take us back to the beginning of when Georgia really got involved for you and how they got into the mix with you in the first place.
So they really started off by coming by the school. Coach Hartley came by the school, offered me, and then I think not even a month after that, got me, my mom, and my oldest brother all in a group chat and has just been texting us every week, checking up on us. Um, Not even about football, just about life. And him doing that really separated him from everybody else.
What stage was that in your process that you really started to develop that relationship with Coach Hartley?
I wouldn't say it was too late. It was probably like right after halfway through.
Okay. Cool. I mean, I asked this. We've had like Lincoln Keys on in the past. We've had on Colton Heinrich in the past, and I always ask these guys like, what is the magic of Todd Hartley? Like, how does he continue identifying who he sees as the best tight end in the class and going to get him?
Definitely separating. So from my point of view, I'm seeing him put tight ends in the league every year for the past 9 years, and that's my end goal is to go to the league. So putting that in his hands, I feel safe with that. And then also him shooting after one person instead of trying to go around everybody. He's going for one person. And he's going to get that one person.
When was the moment that you actually told Hart? Like, when did Hartley find out that he had gotten you, and what was the reaction you got from him when that happened?
So it was probably a week and a half before my commitment day. Um, he was just stoked up, started yelling, got all his kids on the phone. It was a great sight.
Yeah, for sure. So I know the last visit that you took, you went to a few places in the spring, and that last visit you took was for G Day. And I say this somewhat tongue in cheek, but also kind of serious. Like it almost felt like they drew up the G Day script specifically for you. Like they have Jaden Riddell in the red zone. They've got him using jet sweeps. They've got Caden Prothrow split out wide or in the slot, doing some things in one-on-one situations. Obviously, Elias Williams is an alien. Like when you're watching that game, like what were you thinking? What were you seeing as you're watching Georgia's spring game and how they utilize the tight ends?
I see me out there, seeing Caden Protho go out one on one. I feel like I can do that right from the start. Um, and really just the competitiveness between everybody. Yeah, they're on the same team, but once they get on that field, practice field or game field, it's trying to rip their heads off. So that's the type of environment I like to see.
I think it was when you committed, he put out the social media post and it was Vince Carter, him superimposed onto Vince Carter's face. Duncan, obviously, I want to get into some of your basketball stuff we'll talk about here in a second, but um, did you know he was doing that? Was that planned? Like, what was your reaction when you saw him do that?
Nah, I didn't know he was gonna do that at all. I was very surprised. I didn't even see it first. My mom saw it and sent it to my family group chat. So I started laughing a little bit, but I was very thankful.
For sure. All right. Well, I brought up, obviously him doing a big reason why, for those that don't know, and if you don't know, you should know, the one of the reasons why he did the Vince Carter uh, image when you committed was because you're one of the best high school basketball players playing football right now. And so I know you've got a big AAU tournament this weekend. Had a big AAU tournament the last couple of weekends as well. And I got to say this. So when I went at the beginning of the year, I started to learn that when you took that junior day, you had a little bit of interest in Georgia, and so I think it was you were there that mid June, and then at the end of or mid January, and then at the end of January, I went and was doing some digging on some things, and the very first thing that I saw when I started searching your name was this clip right here. And I know you know this clip well. Shout out to the Shelby Star for this was the very first thing that I saw. And for those that are not watching that are listening, this is you describe it. What exactly was happening here?
So it was a close game the whole game. We were down by 3 3 the whole time, basically. Um, and then we were down 2. No, we were down 1, my fault. And then I hit a big 3 to go up by 2, and then we fouled. They got, um, they got some free throws, missed both of them, and then we went down the court, turned the ball over. They came back down the court, we fouled again. They got 2 more free throws, missed both of those, and then the play right there, he missed both of those free throws. The smallest dude on the court got the rebound, found me, and then once I saw the open lane, I just tried to break the rim.
Yeah, and then obviously the crowd goes crazy. I will say I talked to football coach, your high school football coach, before you made your decision, and I was asking him about some moments in your career, and he said that the fan base typically got spoiled with how many times you were doing highlight reel dunks during your basketball game. But I will say it did look like they was that like the coolest feeling ever that you've had, like the crowd doing that in a game clinching moment.
Yeah, it was definitely the craziest because once I dunked and land, it was like it was like so loud you couldn't even hear your own thoughts. So that was definitely one of the crazier moments in my career.
Is that well, I will also say, correct me if I'm wrong here. I heard that maybe your middle brother Sydney had like the exact same thing happen in the exact same. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, he did that, I wanna say 2018 or 2019. Um, and I we compared them on videos, mine was louder, so I gotta
Was
take
that, do
that
you
one.
have videos of both that you could send me? I would love to see that. I would love to see his version because I heard that
Okay.
it was in the exact same spot on the court, right?
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
was.
Did you know? Like, did you remember that when that was happening that he had done that, or did someone recall it for you?
So, it happened after when I saw him. He was like, "You do know that's where I dunked from?" And I was like, "Yeah, I thought it felt familiar."
That's hilarious. No, that's awesome. All right, I will say, for those that don't know, Jackson's oldest brother Cameron played college football. Middle brother Sydney played college basketball. Like I'm assuming they bullied you pretty good to turn you into the player that you are today.
Oh, yeah, we'd always play, like king of the court, and I couldn't go in the paint because they just throw it into outer space, so I developed my shot, and then after that, I tried to just shoot threes, and over time, it took me a little bit to realize that not every shot's gonna fall. So, Sydney, my middle brother, he's more like sports strong. So like if you get him on the basketball court, he's gonna move you. Football field, then it's just raps. But he taught me since I'm bigger than everybody else right now, I can always just dribble down the paint and go finish over anybody. So that's really where I get everything from my older brothers.
That's cool. Now, how knowing that like one took the football path, one took the basketball path, did you have the opportunity? Like, have college basketball programs like taking real looks at you?
The only college or only basketball team was Illinois Chicago.
Okay.
Um but I think other colleges have. I just haven't heard from them just because of like lower D1s have tried to reach out, but I haven't heard from them because of the high major football D1. Um, but I haven't heard anything, but my AAU coach did tell me that the Georgia basketball will be there this weekend in Ohio, so that's
Okay.
exciting.
I was gonna say, I was like, Todd Harley might need to be keeping Mike White away from you there. He might be trying to steal you over to Steadman Coliseum every now and again. So, when did you realize that like you were going to be a football player for a living, not a basketball player? Like when did that realization come for you?
I'd probably I'd probably say right after I got my Cincinnati offer, because to me, I didn't feel like I had an amazing sophomore season, but looking back on it, I just looked bigger than everybody else. So, like, I see why coaches saw the potential in me, and I'm glad I'm glad they did. And then this past year, I got to prove it. So that's really where I think it took off at.
For sure. What feeling do you prefer? Like a poster dunk on a fast break over someone, or like a one-handed touchdown catch over a defender?
I'd have to go one-handed just because of the amount of people in the stands, and then also the band. The band gets in my head a
Yeah.
lot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I just feel like though, if you can poster dunk someone on a fast break, I feel like nothing beats that feeling. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. When you see me, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, obviously you wouldn't know." All right. So I do want to talk the football side. I know we talk a lot of basketball stuff, but like for anyone who hasn't watched your film, again, go watch the film. It's worth it. I promise you. Everyone that listens and watches this show knows that like my favorite football player every cycle is the guy that's the best basketball player. So I need to get you like in the gym with Jeremy Bell. I don't know if you played with any of these other Georgia guys over there right now, but need to get you and Ramsey playing some hoops with them. But I want to talk football stuff as well. How would you describe your game as a tight end? Like, what are you going to be bringing as a player to Georgia?
I'm definitely unique. Um, Being able to jump out the gym, going to get 50-50 balls, make them more 80-20. Um, and I feel like right now I'm more physical than a lot of people. So, and I hope that translates over to college. But um, nah, I'm just gonna give it 110% every time I get on the field, because my oldest brother always told me you'll never know when it's your last play. So knowing that in my head, I just have to go hard every time.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not trying to gas you up, but 6'5", 226 is going to translate to the next level. I'll say that. But when you throw on like NFL guys, college guys, like well, who are the other, whether it be tight ends or maybe even receivers in your case, just because of your receiving ability too? Who are you turning on the film and studying?
So usually I turn on like JSN just because of route
Okay, yeah.
running. Hands, I'd probably go look at Fitzgerald. Um, and then physicality, probably George Pickens or DK Metcalf.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Breaking it down a little bit deeper than just the one guy, looking at inside the game a little bit more. Um,
Yeah,
All right, I asked your high school coach. I said, if I could turn on one Jackson Dollar high school football game, what would it be and why? Do you have any guess which game he picked and why?
I'm gonna have to go with the Bandy's game.
Who's that?
Um, it was our fourth week game. I had 242 yards, 4 touchdowns, 9 receptions. So that's what I think my best game was.
So that's what you would say it was. I was going to ask you what your pick was. So his pick, he said against North Lincoln this year, it was because he flipped you over to the defensive side of the ball. And he said he'd never seen anyone stop the triple option like you did at the outside backer, basically just shutting down QB dive, toss, and keeper. What do you remember from that game, and do you think that that deserves to be in the conversation?
Yeah, for sure. I did only think about offense right there. I can't lie. But no, yeah. So that's that is a good game that he chose, because last year they stomped us to the dirt. But they are a triple wing or triple T offense. So kind of it's kind of bad to play. But this year I was watching film on them from the game before, like right after our game before them. I was already watching film and seeing that they had the triple option and their running back's really good. Got to give credits to him. He basically carried that whole team. So I figured out that they're most likely going to flip it to him, and if they don't, I have my whole offensive line and linebackers right there to stop them. So I was trying to play it 50-50 the whole time.
That was awesome. No, when coach was telling me that story, he's told me that story, and then he basically told me that you would make one-handed catches every single practice that would make all the other coaches look around and be like, "What in the world is going on here?" All right, I got a couple photos I wanted to share that I just have seen from the last few weeks since you committed to Georgia. I'm starting with this one. This I'm assuming was from your AAU event that was maybe in Richmond a couple weeks ago. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That was, I think, 2 weeks ago now.
What's the story on this one? I mean, do you remember? Like, I mean, do you remember every dunk, every moment? Like, can you relive them all, or is it just kind of like, I do this all the time, doesn't really matter?
Uh, Kind of a little bit of both. I do it all the time, but I always remember each dunk because of like other videos that I hear. Like I saw that video on TikTok and a kid said, "Don't jump." And then when I dunked it, he just started screaming. So that's funny, but I definitely remember every dunk.
All right, cool. I mean, I saw that photo and I was just like, good luck, Lord. I mean, I can only understand why Todd Hartley made you his top guy. And then this photo, and I hate to do this to my guy. Tom Loy's my guy. I know that you did the live commitment with Tom Loy as well, but I saw this photo. I think he probably posted it. But I mean, Tom, we got to get Tom a PR guy for this photo. I mean, I don't think that I've seen someone physically dominated in a photo the way that you did with Tom. I think what happened was is Tom, I don't know that he needed this out there, but for you, anyone that had you listed at 6'4" saw this photo and moved it to 6'5" right away. I mean, Tom, I don't know what he was thinking. Was this his idea?
It was actually, yeah.
I mean, he was probably, to his credit, he was probably trying to say to Andrew Ivins, "Hey, look how physically freakish this guy is." But yeah, we got to Tom. I'm doing everything to get that photo deleted from the internet for your sake. We don't need that out there for you. But all right, I think that's a perfect way to end things. When will you be back in Athens again?
Uh, I'll be back. I'll be back the 29th of this month, and then I'll be back the 15th in
Okay, so you're
June.
doing. But which one of those is your OV weekend, and which one are you just going up for your own?
So the 29th is my OV, and then the 15th 's the one I'm going up to
Going back.
basically recruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, to help. I mean, who do you? I guess I should have asked that. Who's on your big board right now? Who are you trying to bring in?
Jalathan from Lincoln, um, Davion Jones from West Charlotte, and then the one quarterback, um, his name slips my mind.
We won't even say it because he's deciding on Thursday, and this isn't going to be out to the people on Friday, so we don't need to be giving out any,
Yeah.
bad info or anything. Like we'll just keep it. We'll keep it at that. But we're on the same page. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Cool. Well, appreciate you very much. Thanks to Cameron and you as well for setting this up. Also, you had the banquet tonight, so I know that we did you win anything at this thing?
You want me to go get it real quick?
Yeah, go get it real quick. Come on, show the people what we got.
Alright, hold on.
I knew he won something. I didn't actually know, but should have known.
I'm coming back upstairs now.
Got to see this hardware.
Alright, so we got first team all district,
Okay, let's go.
which I think it's like 9 or 8 counties, and then player of the year in this district.
Let's go. District Player of the Year. Bury the headline. Come on. We should have started. We should have
Uh,
started the interview with this.
uh, conference player of the year,
Conference
and
Player of the
then
Year. So now we're talking multiple districts.
all state I don't know. He said first team in at the banquet, but I don't know if it's first or second team. But either way,
Either
that's an
way.
honor for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Well, congratulations. What else? We got something else? Gee, goodness gracious.
and then just some MVPs.
Oh, just some MVPs, just some MVPs. All right. Well, we've talked about everyone. Like I've said, everyone that watches or listens to this knows that I think that great basketball players make great football players, and so I love watching your football film, obviously, and I know that obviously Georgia does too. But I love watching your basketball film just as much. So good luck. I know you're going to Ohio this weekend for another AAU tournament. So good luck there as well, and then enjoy the 2 trips that you take to Athens this summer too, and we'll try and have you back on again in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jackson.
Yes, sir.